Ellen is so funny. I feel like I found a diamond in the rough. This is a walk in the park. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leandra the TBR Zero, and I have another TBR game that you need to know about. So I'm participating in the Amazing Readathon, which means that yes, there really isn't any way to secure a very serious and straightforward TBR, because when prompts drop, you may have to just completely scrap any plan and read something that you had no idea even existed. So I am very much aware of that, and I'm preparing for anything, at least trying to mentally prepare for it. But I still wanted to showcase another booktuber, as I have every other month, and I found a really good one. Today I am going to be showing you myself watching the TBR game of Ellen Made Book Club. Ellen is a really sweet booktuber, and I'm so excited to introduce you to her. She was someone who was completely new to me. I found her while I was searching for random TBR games that have been posted for June, and I'm so happy because now I've been a bit of a stalker. I've watched a handful of her videos and I'm in love. She is the cutest thing. She's so funny. Her editing style is amazing, and she has some really interesting book choices in every single video where I feel like I'm learning a lot from her and getting new titles on my shelves, which I think we all want. If you are new to this process, every single month I choose a different booktuber to highlight, showcase, and just spread the love for, because I think it's really fun and it allows me to freshen up my TBR every single month with a different angle, different types of prompts, and I'm meeting people along the way. Sometimes I showcase booktubers I already know that I need you to make sure that you know too, or I introduce someone new to myself and you, so everybody wins and gets a new friend along the way. I cannot emphasize enough that this whole point is to spread the love and ensure that you meet new booktubers throughout this experience. My intention isn't to take content, take viewership away. So what I do is I show the prompts, I react to them, and then I show you the books I choose based on those prompts. I do not show you what this booktuber chooses for herself, because that's the point. You then should be clicking the link below in my description, going to her channel, supporting her, liking, commenting, and just seeing what books she ends up pulling from her shelves with the same exact prompts. But honestly, there are so many reasons why you should go support Ellen, not only because she has a TBR jar that is very fun and has its own unique themes, colors are attributed to certain elements that she's got to find in a book, and it's pretty creative. She's also just a really lovely person. I watched her most recent 2 videos prior to her TBR game, and one of them was for Mental Health May, and it was so soothing, it was so aesthetically pleasing, and I really enjoyed hearing her talk about books as she had us join her on a nature walk. I also ended up watching her most recent thrifting video where she got a big book haul and she was showing us around to the various bookshops that she went to, and it's really fun because she's from Sweden, so you got to see the experience of someone going into a shop and seeing books organized by language and which books she picked up in Swedish and which books she picked up in English, and I can't gush about her enough. Before I show you how cute and hilarious Ellen is, though, I do have to get some admin things out of the way. First and foremost, we did have a few guests trickle into the manor. This is my Patreon, and I am so excited to welcome Rope Crewman. I know I mentioned Rope Crewman in my last video, just very briefly saying, yay, we have another corpse, and I just moved on. Well, thank you so much, Rope Crewman, for joining the corpse tier along with Paula, because now we've got 2 dead bodies to investigate, and the plot thickens. I also want to thank Brandy for becoming a witness. I really do appreciate your support, and I can't wait to have you help us figure out clues, understand what you saw, and find out who actually killed Paula and Rope Crewman. I also want to take the time just to show some appreciation to Bree having created the Amazing Readathon, something that I want to say over 800 people are excited to participate in this year. That honestly blows my mind. It's such a big event, and you genuinely should try to participate if you can, because FOMO is real. The link will be below to her announcement video, so you can get your toes wet before you take the plunge, join the Discord, and honestly just get involved in the madness. I also want to show some appreciation to my fellow co-hosts. I have had so much fun getting to know a good amount of you. Some of you I knew previously to becoming a co-host myself, but some of you are brand new to me, and it's been a really lovely experience. On Team Romance, we have Izzy and Heather. On Fantasy, we have Cassidy and Kristen. On general fiction, we have Aoife and Kara. For sci-fi, there is Zoe and Brittany. And then my co-host for Team Spooky is Lexi. Every single one of these individuals are so amazing and fun and dedicated to the Amazing Readathon and the BookTube community as a whole, so you really should go subscribe to all of them, as well as Brie, and they will all be linked below as well. Okay, what an intro this was. I am ready to show you my reaction to Ellen's video, and trust me, it's gonna be a really fun time. So without further ado, let's go meet Ellen. Let's find out the prompts that Ellen made book club has to read for herself, and also just get to know her because she's a brand new creator for me. It says that she's about 120 subscribers, so we should definitely be giving her some love. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's do it. Let's make sure it's recording first though, because that would be bad. I need to free up space. See, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. Delete, I'll take my whiskey neat. You're too sweet for me. Sounds good, might as well delete these as well. Recording, okay. Let me switch over to YouTube. Okay, we're ready to go now. Introducing Ellen Made Book Club.
So we have that and this. This is gonna be a great pile. I can already tell. Hello and welcome to the Ellen Made Book Club. Today we're gonna be picking out what I'm gonna be reading in June. So I'm trying to be a little bit more ahead of time this time around, because when I chose my books for May, it was already May and we were picking out, a book for book club, and people had already, decided what they were going to read in May.
Perpetually behind. That's how I feel. So don't worry, Ellen. You got this.
Quick this time, and I'm also going to try to keep it a little bit more simple. No events, add-ons to this. Just gonna do the prompts this time. If you're new here, welcome. This is my TBR jar where I have prompts in 5 different categories, in 5 different colors. So I'm gonna pick a prompt for each category and I'll pick those 5 books, and those 5 books will be my pile of possibilities for June. And I'm thinking that for book club in June, we can do the wager, Piranesi, and then we'll put up a poll and you can choose one of these 5 for a potential 3rd one.
Oh my gosh, so busy.
Okay.
Good for Ellen.
Sound good? I also meant to say that, if I have trouble choosing a book for one of the prompts, I'm just gonna pull another prompt and then I have to match both of those. Okay, first prompt.
Oh my gosh. First prompt
is a double one.
Double?
Green. And we have, let's see. Historical. Should I choose immediately, or I could do the confession?
I know exactly.
Or should I save this and then try to I think I want to pull more prompts at the same time.
I love her. She's so funny.
I don't know.
She's so cute.
No, that's another green.
I love her editing. Her editing is very spot on. I respect it.
That's 1 pink and 1 blue. Let's do the pink one. Let's not put that.
Prompt 2.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention.
I need to calm down. Okay. So we have 1 word title.
1 word title. Okay. Historical
Smashed
and 1
it,
word
and then
title.
It's not too bad. It's just the
Why does that feel hard?
piece right there.
Please go give Ellen a like and a subscribe just for that. It's such a pretty little container. I'm sorry, Ellen.
Memory card was full, so let's see. Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's so chaotic. I love it. Even though she's so calm too. Okay, I'm already in love with her.
Green. And then we have supernatural.
Ooh, okay, so maybe horror or a genre blend. Okay. This could work for spooky.
Ooh, well, that's too big. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Blue. I need purple and yellow. green and yellow. Okay, so let's do this yellow one.
Prompt 4.
And this is... Oh, sorry. Set in Asia.
Set in Asia. Cool. Okay. Set in Asia.
I have to remember these are like possibilities, not my mandatory TBR for the month.
Exactly.
Okay, now we just need a purple, and I think purple is color, isn't it? Okay, we have a purple.
Oh, might end in an easy one. Asia might be hard with what I have on my shelves right now.
Dark. It says dark.
Okay, just dark cover. I got a bunch of those. Team Spooky.
One word title. Supernatural, set in Asia, and dark. Supernatural made me...
Okay. I paused the video just before she started pulling books because I really, really want you all to go watch her video, see what she ended up choosing. It's only about 18 minutes, so it's a really short TBR video. And as you can see, Ellen is so funny. She seems really nice, and I love the prompts already. And they're all very different, which works out in our favor for having some versatility, having some, I don't know, wiggle room for mood reading, so I can choose different types of books. For instance, we've got historical. Historical mysteries are my favorite kind of mystery at this point. I know I really like mystery genre blends, but if we're talking about a pure mystery, I tend to gravitate towards historical mystery, so perfect. The one-word title, that might be hard. I'm eyeing my shelves from my most recent library book haul. Go check out that video if you're interested. Put it on the screen somewhere. I ended up grabbing somewhere close to 50 books, so I should have an option. None of them are gravitating towards me at the moment. Like, I can't see any. They all seem like they have too many letters to be one word, but I've got that. I also ended up getting, what was the third prompt? Supernatural. Supernatural is one. That's really easy for spooky. That's actually perfect for spooky. This might be the easiest TBR game yet for me. So thank you so much, Ellen, because this is going to be the most chaotic month because I'm going to be participating in the Amazing Readathon as a co-host. So perfect. And then after Supernatural, we got Set in Asia. That one, I should be able to look on my regular shelves. Oh my gosh, wait. I've got a couple classic Japanese golden age mysteries on my shelf, so that's actually perfect. Too perfect. Okay, I'm glad. I was worried about that for some reason. Crisis averted. And then finally, dark color scheme, which is also perfect for Team Spooky because come on, there's going to be some dark covers in horror, thriller, and mysteries, so this is a walk in the park. But all right, so I'm going to continue watching Ellen's video because I want to see what her picks are. I'm really intrigued, and I want to get to know her a little bit better. But when I'm done, I'll have us all be able to say goodbye to her in the comments or on screen. I'll say goodbye to her in the comments and say hello, and I'm rambling, but then later future Leandra will tell you what books I actually picked for these prompts and all of that. So yeah, thanks everyone for at least watching this part. Again, if anything, go watch Ellen's video, go support her because she really does seem like a super sweet booktuber, and I'm actually so happy. I feel like I found a diamond in the rough because I never had heard of her until I just started searching on YouTube for people who've already posted their June TBRs, and yeah, she doesn't have many subscribers, and I find that shocking because she's a delight. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.
I think this is a very good pile to choose from in June, and I think I was a little bit more efficient than I usually am. Maybe. So if you want to join the book club in June, we're reading The Wager and Piranesi, and then I'll put a poll up, or you can write in the comments if you have any thoughts on which one of these books you would like to add to the book club. Everyone's welcome, and everyone's welcome whenever they can. So that's the point of the book club, and I hope to see you there. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming this, even though I'm always so indecisive. I don't know what to do about that. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, Ellen. Yeah, I think I'm in love. Ellen, you are a riot. I'm so happy that you have posted your June TBR and I was able to watch it because that was so fun. I highly recommend that you all, again, go watch her video because she had some really thoughtful choices. Some of them were certainly not on my radar, and I enjoyed her process of narrowing it down because she did have to pull a couple more things from the jar to help her make a choice. I don't think I'll need to do that, but I'll keep it in mind if I have difficulties with the same prompts that she did. But yeah, that was lovely. Ellen, you're so cool. I'm 100% subscribing. I'm gonna like, and I'm gonna take the time to comment. And then, like I said, I'll see you guys when I finally choose what prompts I'm reading thanks to Ellen. Now that you have clearly fallen in love with Ellen Made Book Club and gone to subscribe to her channel, I feel comfortable showcasing the 5 titles that I've chosen for the 5 prompts she gave herself and myself. So the first prompt was very open-ended, just historical, which is very easy for me because one of my favorite subgenres or sub-areas within the mystery genre is historical mysteries, and I have a sequel to one of my host favorites from the library, and that is The Bell in the Fog by Lev A.C. Rosen. This would be giving Spooky Team mystery points / spooky genre points, and the author is a part of the LGBT plus community, so lots of extra points here if I can get it onto some city prompt. If not, I guarantee I will 100% be reading it for a sightseeing prompt because this isn't going into July. I'm reading this book in June no matter what. So with this one, it's the sequel following the Evander Mills series. Evander Mills is a detective who at one point was a police officer, but when he was outed as a gay man, he ended up having to move out of his apartment. He was kicked out of his apartment, lost his job, and wasn't really sure what to do with his life. In fact, he was actually considering taking his life in book 1. So if you're going to start in the first book of the series, be careful as far as content warnings. Just be aware that there are certain scenes of police brutality, discrimination, violence towards the queer community, but it's a really gripping historical fiction with a really gripping household mystery in the first one. This one's a bit different because it seems as though Evander Mills' past is coming back to get him. He is approached during his private practice, because now he's opened a private detective agency, by someone from his military career. This person was supposedly dead, I believe, or missing, and so when they knock on his door, he knows there's trouble, and that's where everything begins. A lot of areas from his past probably come up to bite him. Maybe he's dealing with some past trauma while being in the military, but I think it's going to be really fascinating, and it's set in 1952 San Francisco. The second prompt was one-word title, which was crazy hard. I tried with every single prompt to choose something from the spooky genre, and oh my gosh, thriller, horror, and mystery love their words. I have so many titles that are 4 words, 5 words, 6 words, and I'm just like, people, can we please narrow it down to 1 word? And then I remembered that on my currently purchased shelf, that's how I organize my library, I have, an entire shelf dedicated to the books I've bought this year because I really want to read them all in 2024. Trying to at least, but a recent addition was Diavola. This was recommended to me by one of my co-workers at the library. She is basically the resident horror reader, so I trust her through and through, and she absolutely adored it. She thinks that I will love it too, and apparently it's a twist on the classic haunted house. This family ends up going to this villa in Monteperso, and it's very much investigating feelings of loneliness, of not belonging, family drama. In the bottom of this little synopsis, in parentheses, it says, warning, may invoke feelings of irritation, dread, and despair that come with large family gatherings. I'm really excited about it. It looks really good, and that cover is gorgeous / creepy, and I love it. Next prompt was supernatural. Again, very vague, and I did probably spend too much time on my shelves looking for just the right fit. even though everything probably could fit, especially in my horror category, but I decided to switch things up as far as formatting goes, and I've chosen a manga. So Hanako-kun, Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun, and also I should probably put this the right way up. This one is a manga series that I've really enjoyed in the past. I've read volumes 1 and 2, and I have purchased volumes 3 and 4. Now, if I wanted to count this for any of the legs during the Amazing Readathon, I'm going to want to read all 3, so I can count it for 300 pages, because there's a little bit of a different point transfer when it comes to reading manga, graphic novels. So I'll probably want to pick up the 6th, nope, I can't do math, the 5th one to be able to read books 3, 4, and 5. So that one is going on for Supernatural, and I think it's gonna be really fun because it has a lot of horror elements, but also it's a mystery at its heart. There are strange happenings at this academy, this school. A spirit is tied to a toilet, Hanako-kan, and he ends up getting the help from one of the students at this all-girls school to solve the various mysteries and kind of keep the peace at this academy. And honestly, it's super fun and the illustrations are gorgeous. So I think this will be a good balance for my TBR as a whole. I also definitely could have counted Toilet-Bound Hanako-kan for my 4th prompt, which was a setting in Asia. Didn't think about that, but I am happy in putting it in the Supernatural category. So I had to choose something else. And I also went to my recently purchased shelf because I am working for She Done It. I'm the production assistant for that podcast, and we tend to read classic mysteries. We read 1 per month in our book club, and the one chosen for June, actually, June is our Japanese translation month. We're reading Tokyo Express. So this one's gonna be super short. I may or may not decide to do it for a city prompt if it fits, if I need a bit of a quick read just to keep pace with the readathon, but it feels like it probably should actually be for a sightseeing prompt or when it comes to face-off weekend. We'll see how it goes. But this one's interesting because it follows the death of a couple. They're thinking that the lovers took their own lives because there are, I guess, what is it called? Evidence. There's evidence of cyanide. So they're thinking that it was a bit of a lover's suicide situation, and the two who have to investigate this, a detective and someone described as a young gun from Tokyo, have to take this train journey to figure out what's going on, and apparently it's pretty suspenseful and it's a classic. So yeah, I'm excited to have to read this anyway, so I might as well have this book work for me in multiple areas in my life and count for this prompt. I also have 2 translations on this list. I'm not sure if that's going to work in my favor anywhere, but I'm into it. And finally, this is probably the most talked about novel on my channel in the last week. I just keep talking about it because I'm so excited. But for the dark cover, I'm choosing Escape Velocity. Basically, in a similar fashion to Belle of the Fog, I'm determined to read this in June. I honestly dare anyone to stop me. This is by Victor Manibo. It's a very recent release. That's why it's got the new sticker from my library. I'm the first lucky patron slash worker, library assistant, to actually have access to this. So I'm really excited about it. But it will also fit for the spooky genre because even though it's set in space, so sci-fi, if you're on Team Sci-Fi, you definitely can piggyback off of this and read it yourself for your own genre. The A plot is a mystery at hand. So it's a mystery set at this hotel, but it at one point was a laboratory, and they basically need money to keep going, so they become a place of hospitality. And I am obsessed with the little blurb in the back from Annalee Newitz, another author that I really want to try, who's very well known in the sci-fi area of things. I actually have The Terraformers, their book, on my library shelf right now. So they say, a murder mystery by way of Karl Marx. Escape Velocity is a spicy thriller about what we all secretly wish would happen to billionaires in space. Victor Manibo has given us a delightful, disturbing gift. I really loved this novel and its exquisitely drawn cast of villains. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. This also will be giving me queer points for LGBT plus author. So not only will I be getting spooky genre points, but I'll be getting the bonus for Pride Month. So yes, I'm pumped. And those are my books. Oh, I also forgot, because this is a co-host pick, I'm also gonna get extra GRC. So if I ever want to, and I rack up enough GRC, bonuses, I could take a plane once in a while. So that's also a boon. Anyways, let me finish wrapping up this video. Thank you all so much for getting to the end, and thank you so much to any of you who actually did follow my instructions and went to go support Ellen Made Book Club. If you plan on doing it at the end of this video, once I wrap up, I also really appreciate you. So make sure to give her some love. Let her know where you found her from, just so she knows that this was a beneficial video and I used it to help her, use my platform to support her, because she's really a kind person and I can't wait to support her in the future just as a viewer, because I really enjoy her content. So I'm really looking forward to June. I have a lot of great books on my hands right now, but also everywhere else in my physical library. So I know it's going to be a great month of reading. I really can't wait to get to know everyone who's participating and just having a really great month. The month's going to go by really fast. July's going to be here no matter what. So we're going to do our best as we go and make sure that when it comes down to it, the goal is just to have fun, to enjoy what we're reading, enjoy the experience, and not feel too stressed out at all. But without further ado, I want to thank my patrons over at the Manor. You've been a lovely house guests so far, including my sleuths. We have a lot planned for this month and I'm very excited about it. We also have my witnesses and my suspects. You all have been lovely guests. And finally, my corpses. Yeah, I'm so sorry that my manor brought your demise, but I really appreciate your participation anyway. Thank you all so much for getting to the end. If you had fun, if you enjoyed it, you might want to subscribe just to ensure that my content continues to come up for you and you can keep watching and be a part of our community. But either way, I really do appreciate you all, and I hope you have a lovely reading month, whether it be June or any other time you see this. Bye!